third party. No, they're not going third party. Now, if there comes a day where Phil Spencer or Sarah Bond or Matt Booty come out and go, we've made the decision that we're bringing Gears of War, Halo, Forza, I don't know, Avowed, Starfield. Like, in other words, if all of their core major AAA exclusive IPs all of a sudden start showing up on Nintendo and PlayStation platforms, go ahead, get your pitchforks out. I understand the outrage, because at that point, why is Xbox even making hardware? Just be a third-party company. But that's not what they're doing.
We're going to see Halo on the PlayStation. It's starting to feel like yes.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another Xvault gaming video. Xvault here, and yes, we're back with another Salty Batch Files episode, and this theme is going to recur around a certain image that was shared around a, Xbox marketing person. So I'm sure if you've been online, you've probably seen this, but we're going to mine the crap out of this salt here in particular. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump to it. All right, so like I was saying, what we're going to do is get to the theme of things here. But before we do that, I have one example that's outside of this synopsis, if you will. And we have to feature, of course, none other than Risk It for the Biscuit here. And he goes on to state, Stalker 2 Xbox exclusive nearly outsold Astrobot in its first week. Now, we're showing 1 million copies sold. Now, he's not wrong that there's been 1 million copies sold. That part's correct. Unfortunately, he's not the one stating that it's 1 million copies sold. He's stating that it nearly outsold Astrobot in its first week. What's crazy is this is a timed Xbox exclusive, and I know this is going to blow up the comments down below because it's like nothing's come out. The dev said this, the dev said that. There was a lot of speculation, a lot of leaks that this is a timed exclusive. This is anywhere from 3 to 6 months, possibly 12 months. I don't know. I'm not going to come out and state exactly what it is, but more than likely this is a timed exclusive. Just want to put that out there first and foremost. Second of all, the point of this is that Stalker 2 is not a first-party game for Xbox. Stalker 2 is multi-platform still at this point in time, meaning Xbox and PC. And guess who is carrying the head of that sales? That's right, PC. Much like, and I'll give the credit where credits is due, Helldivers 2 sold much more on PC. PC has a certain market towards games like these, or shooty ups, right? That's what happens. So that's what happened. So to try and make this a W, that's A, not a first-party game, B, multi-platform at this point in time, where Astrobot was not available on PC day one, nor is there any timed exclusivity shown at this point in time for Astrobot. This is not the W you think it is. Your small pea brain shows how minuscule your synapses is when firing upon each other in that head of yours. So, but let's keep going here because in regards to here, let's give you some context here. Now, Stein is who created this post. Now, this was a quick meme, because on the PS5 Pro 30th Anniversary Edition, it says that that's the 30th Anniversary Edition, basically, on the side of the panel there. So instead of that, it's Photoshop stating that this is an Xbox. If you've been following social media, that's kind of the theme of Xbox right now. Everything's an Xbox, your fridge, your tablets, your phones, your pregnancy test, whatever you want to call it, is technically an Xbox if it can play an Xbox game or stream Game Pass or whatever. That being said, so he had a lot of fallback here, as you can see, Stein, and he comes back, states, some of y'all take Twitter too seriously, I'm just joking with Jeff, which is what he was doing. And but being a marketing person, they hold him to a little bit of a higher standard. Dars82, you are not taking your job seriously, which is a certain way privileged by damaging and devaluing the image and brand of a product in which millions of users with great effort placed their trust. Okay, Dars, before we get to the rest of this here, Dars, like I've spoken to many of the Xbox fans out there that come and hate watch this channel, you guys did this to yourselves. This is not all Stein. This is, maybe he could have chosen some better words, maybe not went with this. I can understand that. However, You guys made your bed in it. You lie in it. You went with Game Pass. You put all your eggs in one basket. You chose not to buy games. You choose to take the greatest value in gaming, which is Game Pass, and this lands you in that spot. Just an FYI, your salt is showing, of course. So, and then, of course, Aaron, he's from Insomniac, I believe, and then he states, of course, no joking allowed, bozo. And then, my mistake, no memes allowed for social industry folks with a stop sign, little friendly banter back and forth. And then Francis chimes in, of course, because he's still upset along with Dars here. You should be fired. So these guys are so upset, so salty. You should be fired for making a joke. The joke is you guys believing in a brand that's still going to be supporting hardware, such as an Xbox console as its primary focus. That's out the window at this point. It's done. Finito. Over. Simple as that. Let's continue on, because these don't stop here, of course. As we continue to go on, Dars82 isn't done here, just an FYI. He's tagging Xbox P3 and Sarah Bond themselves. Do you really think that jokes like this from one of Xbox's top social media and marketing people are timely? Is it that hard for Xbox to hire people who take their job seriously and respect users? With the emoji down below. Now, this guy is taking this way too seriously. Marketing is already out there. Everything's in Xbox. If you want to get to the technicalities of it, Dars, since we're revisiting you, the technicality is if you can play an Xbox first-party game on a PlayStation, technically, in theory, that is also an Xbox. It doesn't have to just be Game Pass. Technically, anything that plays an Xbox game is an Xbox according to Xbox marketing, and that's the trajectory and area they're heading towards. This is not Stein. This is not his fault. This is not necessarily in poor taste to him. He's going with the marketing. This is from officials. This is from Xbox P3 Phil Spencer. This is from Sarah Bond and company. This is not due to Stein. Check yourself. Get over yourself. The salt is very granular with you, but let's keep going here because he's not the only one. Solid Snake in retorts to this. Xbox went out sad AF with no pride in their product to call everything Xbox is lame AF, as Xbox actually exists and failed to generate its own buzz. Pathetic brand. Again, the theme is recurring for all these fanboys here for Xbox, right? What do you want them to do at this point? What do you want them to do? Your saltiness shows exponentially, like that theme keeps recurring as well. What do you want them to do? You guys keep going into Game Pass. Turn around, like I've stated multiple times, and start buying your games. You might start changing the trajectory, but I think at this point, it's too late. You guys made your bed. Let's keep going here. He's not only done. Dars82 is back. He doesn't want to go away. He's really feeling himself right here. He's just in his feels. He's got Simple Plan playing in the background. Maybe a little bit of Blink-182, I Miss You, whatever the case is. He states, you should sometimes look at how, with those memes, you hurt the feelings of loyal Xbox console users who have been uncertain and worried for some time. You certainly do not show any appreciation for them or the Xbox brand. The appreciation is there. They're continuing to make Xbox a brand as a whole. They could have tucked tail and then just left, period. Now, this is also part of Phil Spencer and Xbox as a brand's fault to put all their eggs in the one basket for Game Pass. But it's also, they're doing what they can at this point. So they are respecting the fan base. They are respecting the users to a point. This is the only direction they can go now, guys. Simple as that. Maybe you should have listened to all of us stating, whether you think we're all fanboys or not, all of us stating, hey, if you just go lean in hard with Game Pass, if those subs don't come up, that's not sustainable. And then number two, Xbox as a brand isn't going to be sustainable as far as hardware is concerned. Little bit. Turn off Simple Plan, Blink-182, whatever you need, and understand the reality of things. But let's keep going here. So, Hal in Condensa, nothing short of classless, incompetent bums. That upset at Stein and company. I don't understand what's classless at this point. I mean, you're more upset at this than the fact that they had these ads stating everything under the gun. under the windowsill, under the whatever, is an Xbox. That is the brand at this point, is wherever you can play Xbox. That's the brand. You being salty doesn't change this. Let's keep going here. Jesus. This is the most damaging of a brand I've ever seen. What a joke of a company. At this point, just announce you're leaving the console market. It'll save us Xbox console fans from embarrassment. Look, we don't know what their hardware system is going to look like in the future. The rumored handheld piece of it, we don't know what that'll entail. A lot of folks, again, if you admit things to yourselves, the reality of things, there would have been no embarrassment. There shouldn't be an embarrassment now. This is what's tipping the table for you. Again, I have to keep referring back to the Xbox ad stating everything's an Xbox. This is what tipped the scales for you. This is where you're upset. Reality hasn't set in for you guys. Instead, you let yourself out there with your feelings of salt and regret and secondhand embarrassment. I don't know what to tell you at this point, guys, but let's keep going. We're not done. Jordan. Reposting this, by the way. When you have a brand representative Xbox, make a joke at the wrong time, a bunch of frozen cold emojis. Definitely Xbox communication level help, thumbs down, they set themselves on fire. Shrugging emoji. Was this translation accurate? That's obviously not part of that, but you get the drift. The fact of the matter is it kind of poor timing? I will throw you guys a bone. It's all saltiness aside, I'll throw you a bone. I get that's kind of poor timing in a way, but again, the reality of it is what I stated before. If you can play a first-party Xbox game on a system, a platform, that's technically deemed an Xbox, and you can argue all you want. Well, it's not Game Pass, so that's not considered Xbox. If Game Pass can't be on there, if it's not through Game Pass, no. The reality of it, again, you're fooling yourselves. The reality of it, again, is that any first-party game from Xbox being played on a platform to Microsoft, to Xbox, is considered an Xbox. Are we understanding the theme of this? Do we understand the reality of this? I hope you do, because the sooner you do that, the better you're going to be able to calm down and understand reality here. So, let's keep going here. Amnesia. The people working for this company have become so tone deaf, it's crazy. Again, I'm sure Stein's been told, promote everything to be an Xbox. This is the direction we're at. You can say it's tone deaf, maybe it is a little bit, but it's the direction they went. It's the direction they went, guys. So, RVs. This clown works at Xbox. I hate this guy so much. So he's so tilted and salty that it's turned into hate. Not just dislike or upset. It's turned to full-on hate. PS blocked many games from Xbox, and this clown sharing this. Welcome to competing businesses, sir. Welcome to how Business 101 works. You offer products that is going to entice consumers over to your ecosystem. Hence, what Game Pass is in general was meant to entice a bunch of consumers over to that ecosystem and pump up those subs so they can continue to do what they want to do in what you thought the best value in gaming, and then some. That's Business 101. Lick those wounds and move on. Let's keep going here. Now, as we keep going here, we have another here from a video here. We want to wrap up the video here. I think this is great. We want to shift this a little bit over to the red lines. I think this is just a fun little video I wanted to throw out there. Gaz making this happen. I appreciate it. Let's see how he feels about the red line and the situation right now. Take a look.
This is it. The quote of the day. The quote of the week, even. Phil Spencer puts his foot in it and announces open legs protocol. No bullshit, no nothing. Now it's clear. He says, I do not see any sort of red line in our portfolio that says, thou must not. Disgraceful. It's too early to make a sort of decision on the next version of Halo, he said. It's too early to make a decision because freaking game is in development. But there it is. Halo can join PlayStation. And guess what? Halo will join PlayStation. So will Gears and Forza. They are fully... Xbox is fully a third-party publisher.
All right. So I think that's a great video there. The back and forth from one moment in time praising Phil, praising that third-party stuff wasn't going to happen. Xbox is the best place to play. Game Pass is so great, to what's going on here? Didn't see this coming. Let's go ahead and shill out some more information that's misinformation and continue to grift like we do. That's what they do. Colt, Gaz, all them, that's what they do. But fun little video there. Enjoy that salt. Enjoy the reminiscing of old times of past from those guys. But that being said, we will wrap up the video here. Folks, I really appreciate it. This channel has been doing extremely well as of late. The subs have been coming in as of the last week too. So thank you so much. Made the holidays extra special for me, for the channel, for the community. So thank you so much. I can't state that enough. Thank you. At the time of thanks, now past that, but thank you so much. That's very special. And the sky's the limit. So I know you guys are here for the truth. That's what I'm here for, to out these guys, to mine that salt, and to provide that truth to you guys. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. I do want you to remember to also like, comment. That does help out the algorithm. If you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing. And of course, at the very utmost, just remember, don't be a salty batch. And we'll see y'all next time on the next Xvault Gaming video. And until then, take care.